Here's the veterans presenting Tex Beneke and the Glenn Miller Orchestra from the Supper Club. Here's the veterans, a fast-moving quarter hour of entertainment and helpful information brought to you transcribed by the top-flight talent of radio in cooperation with the Veterans Administration, dedicated to the citizens who served in our armed forces, now working shoulder to shoulder with their fellow Americans to make a stronger and better America for us all. So here's a Supper Club special for you. You veterans of Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard, from Tex Beneke and the Glenn Miller Orchestra, where everybody's an XGI, from bass fiddle to baritone sax, as they put the show on the road with Tex singing as he rides in my merry Oldsmobile.
Come away with me, Lucille, in my merry Oldsmobile. Down the road of life we'll fly, automobile, you and I. To the church we'll swiftly steal, then our wedding bells will peal. You can go as far as you like with me in my merry Oldsmobile. Come away with me, Lucille, in my merry Oldsmobile. Down the road of life we'll fly, automobile, you and I. To the church we'll swiftly steal, then our wedding bells will peal. You can go as far as you like with me in my merry Oldsmobile.
You veterans all know the old catchphrase, let George do it. Well, there really is a fellow named George. He's in charge of the typewriter repair shop in a large industrial plant. When writers get out of kilter, people say, let George do it. And George does. Yeah, he has yet to see a busted typewriter he can't fix. And incidentally, George learned this typewriter repair trade after he became a veteran. How did he do it? Well, there are really two answers. Number one, the advisement and guidance people in the Veterans Administration gave George scientific aptitude tests. They narrowed things down to the kind of work George did best. And number two, George took on-the-job training with one of the largest typewriter manufacturers in America. And he really gave it everything he had. And today, he's a well-adjusted, job-holding citizen thanks to the educational benefits granted veterans by Congress. And thanks to George's willingness to take good advice and to work hard for his peacetime career. Well, Tex, you're doing all right by the XGIs at our supper club tables, but what about the fellows who couldn't make it?
I get it, Eddie. You're thinking about the gang in the veterans' hospitals. Well, we've been thinking about them, too. And just for them, here's the medley in the best Glenn Miller tradition. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. And now for the old tune, Long, Long Ago. Everybody and his brother. Everybody and his brother knows I'll never love another. Everybody knows that I love you. Everybody and his sister, every miss and every mister knows that I'm in love with you, know who. I wonder how did the story get a start? Was it the sound of the pounding in my heart that gave me away? Never even told my mother we were crazy about each other. Never told a soul I would propose. Yet everybody and his brother knows. Now the borrowed tune from Charlie Barnett's Cherokee. Now the blue tune, My Blue Heaven. Just about 2 downbeats back, folks, Eddie Hubbard told you about a veteran who got a straight steer toward a good livelihood from the advisement and guidance people in the Veterans Administration. You know, a few lucky folks in this world seem to be sure right from the start that they're going to be doctors, lawyers, businessmen, plumbers, or musicians. But most of us find it harder to make up our minds. That's why the VA's advisement and guidance service is so helpful. It helps to give the real lowdown on many a veteran's aptitudes and talents, and it's put lots of puzzled veterans back on the right track. Yes, the VA's advisement and guidance service helps carry out the wishes of Congress by guiding veterans toward better citizenship. So, gang, if you want to know more about this specialized help, visit your nearest VA office.
Here's one for you ex-GI gals and guys training and learning under the GI Bill on college campuses across the nation. Tex Beneke and the Glenn Miller Orchestra with In the Mood. And that's the Here's the Veterans Tribute from the Supper Club presenting Tex Beneke and the Glenn Miller Orchestra, who, with their sponsors and the American Federation of Musicians, the American Federation of Radio Artists, the Advertising Council, and this station, have donated their services and time to the Veterans Administration as a public service. Tune in again for another star-studded Here's the Veterans Show. And remember, veterans, for advice and help on your insurance, education, loans, medical care, and other benefits, write or visit your nearest Veterans Administration office. Eddie Hubbard speaking and asking you to remember a well-adjusted veteran means a happy and more prosperous America. And now a word from your local announcer.